Have you ever felt like you're one of those people who just seems to defy different types of authority for almost no reason? I couldn't understand why all these authorities didn't understand what it meant to have unconditional love, freedom of choice, and do no harm. I didn't know it at the time that those were the three things that I was, I guess, really contemplating or just being resistant to. Now, I was talking to someone today and I said, well, I grew up in the church. Church is very separated. It's very separated. And then, it's amazing that the denomination that I'm with, which is Methodist, called themselves United Methodists. I go, well, you're creating separation and call it united. Basically, you have separated from every other church, from every other type of people, whether it's Anglican, Catholic, whatever the other ones are, separate from them and then call yourself united. So how do you get united from separation? Isn't united supposed to mean that you take everyone in? It's supposed to be unconditional. Then you say, yes, you love all because the Creator and God, and then you only love conditions based on the people who are within your reference of lovable people. Everybody else is outcast. And you go to the school system, and the school system also has a level of control. And you're like, well, we have to control you to learn all these things. And they go, you're a school. Aren't you supposed to let us learn everything? You're supposed to let us experience. You're supposed to let us experiment with different things, broaden our horizon, open us up to all the different things. And it's like, no, well, we are going to teach you exactly what we want to teach you. We are going to box you in. And then when we box you in, you can do anything you want within that box. So this is a school. A school is not supposed to box you in. A school is supposed to expand. You're supposed to be able to expand. It's supposed to be a safe environment for you to be who you want to be, for you to create how you want to create. If this is an expanding universe, why are we saying, well, you can only expand within this limitation that we set for you? So I never understood school. I mean, I didn't really do well in school until later years when I'm like, oh crap, if I don't do what these people are telling me, then I won't be able to function in their world. So eventually I said, you know what, fine, let me do something that will get me somewhere that I can make a living. Then you look at law enforcement. I'm like, holy crap, that's a conundrum. Because law, to me, should be the natural laws of stuff. But then you tell me that you're going to create law, and it can be broken. Not only can it be broken, some people can abide by the law, and some people don't have to abide by the law. And as a matter of fact, you're going to change the interpretation of that based on how it suits you for who you want or don't want to get convicted by the law. I'm going, I do not understand your law if your law is there to say we want to have certain people be able to do certain things and certain people not to be able to do the very same thing. This isn't even saying, well, we're separating it. And we're saying here is something that no one can do for one reason or the other. You're just saying we're going to put a law in place and these people over here can do it and these people here shouldn't be able to do it. So therefore, there are conditions on that. And it's not freedom of choice for everyone. Some people have the choice to do it and some people don't. And so you have school system, the religious system, the law enforcement system, and even your family structure. Family of stuff says you need to be a part of this family. I was always one, when I go somewhere, I'm like off doing something else. I'm always the one who, when someone says, well, this is how things are supposed to get done, I would go, why? How comes I can't do it this way? Well, this feels better to me. Why are we doing it this way? As I said about school, I really believe the school system needs to be turned inside out, because we all don't think and learn the same way. We all do not have the same gifts, and the gifts that we have don't all follow the same pattern. We are taught so that we can be a productive member of society. The interesting thing is that productive member of the society is more beneficial to some people than others. So you're not taught to be a productive member of society so that you can be as rewarded for your time and effort as the other person. Someone now has to determine how much they are going to pay you for that, right? This then gives us a feel of lack, where certain forms of abundance come in, and how it is that we relate to this money. I have a problem in saying how much people are supposed to get for certain things, and how much you're supposed to get paid and whatever. And that came from my trauma of what I believe I wasn't getting adequately compensated, while other people were benefiting from my work 100-folds. It's one of those things where you realize that there are so many different structures that are just there to keep us down. None of these structures are part of the 5 principles of this dimension, which is unconditional love for all being, freedom of choice, and do no harm. It's the first 3 that governs what you do with others. And then take inspired action, with the hope that, or understanding that the inspired action that you take will be a give and take, because we are all a part of the same energy source. And then 5, be thankful, grateful, and mindful of who we are, why we're here. You link that with the fact that we are non-physical more than physical. And if you want to call it spiritual, then call it spiritual. We're non-physical more than we are physical. We all have a relationship with everything around us, and we need to abide by that relationship in harmony, in balance. And then we all exchange. The only way we can be in harmony and in balance and understand about our physical with the spiritual realm is that exchange that we have, whatever medium of exchange that is. The medium of exchange can be something where it's immediate, right? Or it's a store. So for instance, my recording this is an immediate offer of service, but that offer of service is going to then get stored somewhere, and then you are able to receive it later on. Now, that's my giving and you receiving, and I will be benefiting from this in some form. It could be just from the fact that I'm here being able to articulate it to you, and it's training me on how to do that a lot better. That's my receive from it. And the reception, or the other abundance that I could receive, is the fact that when you get it and it makes you a better person from listening to it, then I am also going to be a part of that reception in your improvement. So the authorities and all these systems are there, but at the end of the day, we just need to be able to abide by the main principles that we have and the 3 most important things that we need to do. And I do believe that if we try to do that as much as possible, and of course there are a lot of layers in there, but if we try to do that as much as possible, then mankind in general will get better. All right, I think that's all I want to say for right now. See you next time. We're gonna put a law in place, and these people over here can do it, and these people here shouldn't be able to do it. So therefore, there are conditions on that, and it's not freedom of choice for everyone. It's amazing how we put so much emphasis on, this is my family. It's one of those things where you realize that there's so many different structures that are just there to keep us down.